everybody. So, thanks for tuning in to another episode of School of Thought. And today I'm sitting with Jim Burton and Mike Baker. And okay, so we had a debate before we got started, and I called us old school photographers. And he said, watch who I'm calling old. So today we're just going to take a little bit of time, talk about, the future of photography. I mean, I don't think anybody has talked about that in a long time. The last big thing was digital art, right? In terms of the new style, the new medium. But photography has kind of struggled since then, I feel, in terms of its positioning in the art world itself. Do you guys feel that at all?
I'm not sure. I hadn't since we've changed to digital. It seems like more people are using the phone a lot. So I can't think of any new version of photography at this point. Um, similar to audio, there's streaming going on. So in terms of photography, I'm wondering if maybe we'll have something similar to streaming photography. Uh, that's the only outshoot from digital that I can see, that we're moving more towards a video format rather than the stills.
Yeah. And what do you guys think of all these NFTs? Is that right? NFTs. Those digital tokens,
Right.
basically, what people
Okay.
are doing. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I still don't know heads nor tails about it. I mean, I know about it, but I don't know its purpose.
Finer points of it.
Yeah, I don't know its purpose. I don't know how you buy a piece of art that you don't physically own. But it's a thing. And this is the next generation's idea of what art is. So I find that sort of perplexing, because I don't know where that leaves us. You know what I mean? Because it's a whole thing, just like with the Bitcoin and all of that stuff. They're all kind of tied in together there. But understanding how, to me, is it a fad?
What does NFT stand for? I guess I'm old school, but
Oh, I'm pointing to somebody who's technically into this stuff. So, Jason, can you answer that?
Non-fungible tokens.
Non-fungible
non-functional
tokens.
Okay.
So you build a wallet online. It's a money wallet or a token wallet. Mm-hmm. And you're building this thing, and it's all digital. There's no real cash money exchanged. So this digital art is created in such a way that it only can be purchased. It has your serial number on it forever. I guess whatever that number is, however they do it. But basically, anybody tries to sell it, it still has your name on it. So let's say I bought one of your digital token images or art or whatever they're calling it. From my understanding, people, now I know you're going to comment like I'm all kind of crazy, but I'm trying to understand it too. So basically, what I understand is that the person who buys it can resell it, but if they resell it, you get a certain percentage of all those resales.
Okay.
Because that's no matter what, it's still yours.
Right.
But it's not a physical thing.
So is it like bragging rights to say I own part of this?
Think of it like music royalties.
Right.
Because you're not physically owning the music, right? But if you're playing on the radio, the artist gets the royalties from that music.
So NFTs work in a similar fashion.
Exactly.
Right. Well, as long as
Fundamentally speaking.
as long as the originator of the image or the token gets some sort of compensation for someone else selling their work, then I guess I'm okay with it.
It kind of like, I don't know how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel any kind of way because I don't really understand it first.
Yeah.
So I can't be mad at it because I don't understand it. I mean, I'm interested to learn more, and I am learning a little bit because my brain can only accept so much information. Yeah. So I'm learning a little bit at the time. And kind of like Jason, I've been thinking about it, is that I kind of feel like, back when we used to collect cards and stickers, like baseball cards, any kind of collector cards. You go to the comic book shop and they always had, cards for different, like MC Escher or Frank Frazetta, and you could collect them, just a little card of their art, and you get the whole stack, but you got to keep going back and buy packs, to get the whole set. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling like it's kind of, to me, this sort of idea of collecting cards, collecting stickers, this sort of.
But if you use those cards to make money, then the original owner of those cards gets some sort of compensation.
Right.
So if you were to buy, let's talk about the NFTs. This is a new technology for me.
And now you'll go home and look it up.
Exactly. Definitely go home and look this up because so you give an example. If I create this NFT, this token, and I sell it to you, and you turn around and use it to sell somebody else, I should get a percentage.
You get, for your whole life. And then what I understand is depending on who you join, whatever wallet you get or however you set up your NFTs, then your beneficiary after you pass away will also reap.
Oh, wow.
So this is new stuff to me. I'm just learning.
On the surface of it, I like it. I like the concept. Now, I have to look at it.
You have to really look at all of it because it's a lot that is completely like trying to buy and sell a ghost in my mind. The way I'm, like it's a ghost. It's non-tangible, so that's, and I'm coming to you guys with this because we are old school photographers. We do deal with some digital art. I do some digital art. Mike does some digital art. You do some stuff in digital, right?
Yes.
So, it's not that we don't understand the digital format. I think what it is understanding the purpose of this new trend. Is it just a trend? Is, how is it going to look in, 20 years? We can't know. Is this going to make what we do obsolete?
I don't think photography is going to go away. It might manifest itself in different ways, but because people always want to take pictures.
Yeah.
You want to record an event.
Mm-hmm.
You want to record
the nostalgia. It's nostalgia.
Well, yeah, right. You want to capture the moment. Now, how that manifests itself, I can't see. I can't see where it's going to go, but I don't think people are going to be saying 20, 30, 50 years from now, remember the days of photography? I can't see that. I can't see it. So, but I'm very curious about this.
Well, it wouldn't be that I'd be stopping photography. My niece, she loves photography, and she's in her 20s. And the baby's coming out of her now is going like photography or some kind of art because I'm going to get them started in it.
You got to capture the moment, right? I mean,
that's right.
You're having kids, you want to capture the moment, capture them while they're growing so you can show them pictures from another point in time, early point in time. I just don't see it.
I think that's what's happening now, especially with the smartphones, is that there are many moments now, so a lot of people are catching, like Mike said, the growth of their children, the events in their lives You know, so I guess you're right about that. It probably will never go away. So
I'm just glad it wasn't like that when I was a kid. God forbid.
And things change.
The proof is in the pudding, people.
I mean, you're recording, I mean, you actually, when you take a picture, you're actually recording history, right? You think about
Absolutely.
it, right? And I remember, I mean, I think about the time when I was in Berlin, when I took pictures when the Berlin Wall was up.
Yeah.
Now,
Now there's
all
gone.
you see is bricks in the wall, in the streets where the wall once stood. And people are looking for that kind of stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's going to continue to happen.
I think so too.
So
I think so too.
these NFTs will probably be a way for everyone to own a part of that art
Yeah.
and actually make money off of it.
Right.
So you no longer go to a museum and feel like this is the only way I can see this painting or this art. Is, you know, you got, I don't know if is the format similar to like a baseball card, or do you have to go online?
No,
It's-
we don't have to go online for that.
Yeah.
The format, like I mean, it's definitely, it is a digital format. Like if you're on there, obviously you should be like you're able to, you know, print it out, granted that it's like, you know, high resolution and all that other stuff.
Well, this is all digital. They're not able to print it in any kind of
It
way.
doesn't matter. I don't,
Yeah.
you know, the format doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What I like about it, again, I have to go back and do some study, and what I like about it is the originator gets compensated every time his token or NFT or whatever you want to call it, every time it's being used.
Right.
Today, that doesn't happen. I sat in on a talk, it's been some time now, at the Museum of Contemporary Art, where there was a discussion about an artist who captured a scene, but he took pieces of another person's or different people's image and superimposed it on his on the final piece. Now, but he claimed it as his own.
Right.
So then the question is it really his image if he's using other people's work? And as I understand how NFTs work, if I took a piece of your image and superimposed it in mine and sold that image, as far as NFTs go, you will get some royalties behind that. Whereas,
Well, you have to register.
well,
You know, I mean, you have to register to who's the owner. How that works, you know, I don't know. But, you know, I think, you know, if a person, that is a good question, because I mean, the last person that sold an art piece, I don't know if it was all his photography or not, or if it was just collaged
Well, that's
stuff.
sort of like
So-
stock art, isn't it?
stock art, whatever. I don't know. I can't say. So, I mean, I do use some stock art when I can't photograph it myself. You know, 90% of my work is my own photography. But of course, I'm not going to go to outer space every now and then. I need a nebulous. But, you know, I follow the rules of that, you know, licensing. You know, I've got stock art that I'm membership of if I need certain rusty thing that I can't seem to find to shoot. So, I mean, those kinds of things I find okay. But when, you know, over 50% of your work is not yours,
yeah.
not your photography, not your images, not your hand, I do kind of have a problem with that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, at least to me, the most of your work should be at least 75% you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, at the minimum.
Then again, what is the demarcation?
I don't-
Right? I mean, so does an image, if you claim it to be yours, is it 80% of it needs to be yours? Is it 75%?
I don't know. I mean, I think, you know, if 50% or more is somebody else's stuff, I don't know.
Well, the good thing is people are kind of stretching the envelope in how they do their work, whether it's photography. I know a photographer that does digital art, and he superimposes images onto his on his photography, and I've yet to ask him.
As long as it's licensed, he licensed it
Yes.
from,
Is he licensing some of that work he's bringing in from somebody else,
and not just a download from Google.
right?
Yeah.
Right. But photography is not going to go away. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Not in my lifetime.
Well, not mine either. What do you say, Jim?
I wouldn't think so. Like I said earlier, you know, there's too many events that people are recording now. Much more than when the smartphones came in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once the smartphones came in, then every moment is an event to record, to photograph.
Absolutely.
Right? So
Absolutely.
I don't see that going away.
But I'd love to see what the younger folks are doing.
That's right. This is a very interesting time, these NFTs.
Old, but we need to see what the younger folks are doing, because that's where the trajectory is going to be, right?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
What I would suggest is get on YouTube.
Yeah.
Get on YouTube and look it up, these NFTs, because there's people talking about it all over. I'd rather listen to somebody explain it than I would read about it, because I can't understand it heads or tails, even when they're talking about it. I think it's going to take some more listening to really get it, what it's all about in my mind.
I mean, for the longest time, when people were shooting film, and you had the guys with the big glass plates that had the old cameras, they put the cover over their head.
Absolutely.
And they stayed with that technology for years.
Yeah.
I mean, still a lot of people shooting film today.
Well, when it became digital cameras and stuff like that, I had I think it was a 1 something megapixel, one of the first cameras, Sony cameras that came out. I was hysterically happy. I was like, oh my God. And, here I was doing analog photography for a long time, so I had all the gear and all that stuff. But I normally shot in black and white because I loved black and white film. So, but when digital came out, I had just started art school. The digital world wasn't even I didn't even know it existed.
You're going to move into digital, that's a paradigm shift, right? I mean,
yeah.
You shoot in film, after you take your roll of 36 or 24 pictures, you send it out to get it developed, or you do it yourself. A week later, you get your prints back, small prints back, and you like me, I got a roll of 36, I threw away 30 of them.
Yeah, there was a really good old film processing up north. What was the name of it? Helix. Yep, I used to drop my film off to Helix. The guys there, they were so knowledgeable. I couldn't afford the equipment to do my own. So I took it to people who I could trust, and they were always very knowledgeable, and they taught me things along the way. But yeah, those were good old days.
Yeah, so you with the film, it took you a while to get your images back. With digital, like I said, it's a paradigm shift. Now you get your image back right away. You can see it
Right then.
And if you don't like it, you delete it and shoot it again. Right.
Yeah.
So that's a huge paradigm shift. So it's going to be interesting to see what the next paradigm shift is, and maybe it's NFT. I don't know. I need to take a look at it, but
yeah, because it's not just the photography; it can be anything.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that the medias will combine more of like what you suggested, where someone's using photography in their painting?
Yes.
So
yes.
It may shift to that, where there's going to be multiple media that will get mixed together with photography.
Well, that's been already happening for a long time. Mixing photography with paint or mixed media has been going on for a long time.
Yeah,
so it's not anything new. But to continually, for an artist to challenge themselves to be creative, I don't think that one thing should be your only thing that you ever try in life, like photography. Maybe take a sculpting class, maybe take a painting workshop, maybe just do something that's creative And it just keeps the creative juices
Right.
going. You're challenging yourself every day to learn something new creatively. And I think that alone is what, for me, is so important. You know, never stop challenging
I
yourself.
don't think that's gonna happen though.
Some
There's
people
gonna
do
be-
that though. Some people just learn one thing and they just do that one thing their
But
whole
like I said
entire
earlier,
life.
there's no wrong answer. I mean, if that's what that person is,
If that's
wants
what they want to do.
then have at it.
Just don't be grouchy about it to me, okay? I'm just saying.
Right.
Do not be grouchy. If you want to be that way, that's up to
That's
you,
right.
but don't be
And don't
grouchy.
complain if somebody is stretching their outer limits, right?
That's right, because I'm all
Don't be
about the
mad at it.
freedom of
Right.
creativity. I don't think there's just
That's
one road.
That's
There's
right.
many roads.
Yeah.
So, but hey guys, you know what? I think that was a great conversation.
It's been fun,
You know, I
Robert.
think you all just found something new to look up.
For sure.
Because I'm still researching it. So if you find anything you can help me understand, please let me know.
I remember hearing it for the first time, and I still don't understand it either, but I haven't really looked into it much.
Yeah.
But I did hear about it, and it was confusing
Yeah.
in terms
Well,
of...
find you a good YouTuber who's talking and showing you what it's about, because that's how I learn.
Okay.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's why we're on here today, so that we can continue to mentor and to inspire people, not just in here, but everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. I love you guys for coming down.
Thanks for
Thank you
fun.
guys for
It's been
tuning in and listening to us jibber jabber about the old school ways and the new school ways we are just now trying to figure out. So if you have any comments for us to help us learn or links that you think we should look up, please put it down in the comments. Until then, I hope you will subscribe and like our videos if you like them and share with your hardest peeps. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Rob.